Okay, so having got the forces in the members, now we can do the calculations. So delta is given by PKL by A into E. So I'll do the calculations in a tabular form in order to facilitate easy computations and without confusion and without mistakes. I advise you to do the calculations by entering the values of P, K, L, A, E, etc. in a table and calculate PKL by AE for every member in the last column. So I've given you the table, you can see. So I have systematically prepared a table involving all the details. In the first column, you enter the designation or the naming given to the members. So there are 7 members, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 members. And what is the name of each member I have marked. So next is length of the members. So length of member is 5 root 2. Why it will be 5 root 2? For example, if you take the member AC, see, AE is 10 meters. So this angle is 45 degrees. This height will be same as half of this 10 meters. So tan 45 is 1. So the distance from A to the midpoint of AE is 5 meters. So vertical height should also be 5 meters. So vertical height is 5 and the half of this bottom chord member AE is 5 meters. So AC will be root of 5 square plus 5 square, that is root of 50, that is 5 root 2. That is the length of the diagonal member will be 5 root 2 and all chord members will be 10 meters. So that's what length is entered here in the meters. So all value of L is in meters. So next I have entered the area of each member. So AC is a diagonal member, so its area is 1300 mm square. So it should be converted to meter square. What I'll do, instead of multiplying by a factor for every value, here only I'll take it. For conversion to meter square, what I have to do? So 1300 mm square means what? 1300 into 10 power minus 3 square, that is 10 power minus 6. So that is multiplied for every value in this column. So commonly I'll take 10 power minus 6. So area of AC will be 1300, should be read like this, 1300 mm square or 1300 into 10 power of minus 6 meter square. Second member is 1000. So actually its area is 1000 into 10 power minus 6 meter square, like that. So to convert the units from mm square to meter square, you have to multiply by 10 power minus 6 to every term. So I have commonly taken that multiplying factor here, 10 power minus 6. If you want to read any value, for example this value 1300, it should be read as 1300 into 10 power minus 6 to get that area A. Next EY value I should substitute in kilonewton and meter. I have taken length in meters, area in meters square. So E should also be in kilonewton and meter square. So let us say we'll convert it into kilonewton and meter square later. But all members are of same material, so E will be same for all members. So I have indicated as common E. Later when I substitute for E, I'll substitute in kilonewton and meter. So next is important. What is the next entry? The next entry is the value of force in the members due to first analysis, that is due to the action of 100 kilonewton at C. You have carried out the analysis, no? So due to that analysis, what are the forces developed in the members, 7 members, is entered in this column. Negative sign indicates that it's compressive and tensile force has been taken as positive. This is in kilonewton. So in the next column, I have entered the value of the forces in the members due to second analysis, that is considering a unit load at C in the vertical direction. You have got forces, no? So those forces are indicated here. Again, tensile plus compressive minus. So now I have everything. So I have P, I have K, I have length in the second column, I have area in the third column, E value in the fourth column. So I can easily calculate for each member what is PKL by AE, So while doing calculation pKl by AE, area comes in the denominator as what? For example, if we take a member AC, the area is 1310 power minus 6 in the denominator. So that denominator 10 power minus 6, when it takes taken to numerator, it becomes into 10 power of 6 that I have taken. That will be common for all of this. So the last value in the value in the last column gives pKl by AE for every member. Of course, those have to be divided by E. So every value in the last column has to be multiplied by 1 by E, because I have not taken E value calculations purpose. I have written as E only. So it should be read as 0.6119 by E for the first member. Next member 0.25 by E, 0.068 by E, like that. So if you add all these terms, you'll get 1.6909 by E into 10 power of 6. Common factor is 10 power of 6. So what will be your delta C in the vertical direction? Displacement at C in the vertical direction will be equal to the last value in the column, sigma pKl by AE after addition. I have written there. That by E. What is E? So now I'll substitute for E in kilonewton and meter square. So E is 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. So when converted into kilonewton and meter, it becomes 200 into 10 power of 6 kilonewton per meter square. So E should be substituted in kilonewton per meter square only. That is because all loads have been taken in kilonewton, all distances, areas have been taken in meters. So the denominator E should also be in kilonewton and meter. So 2 into 10 power of 5 Newton per mm square is converted to kilonewton per meter square. It works out to 200 into 10 power of 6 kilonewton per meter square. So the finally delta CV value will be in meters. 10 power 6, 10 power 6 goes. So you will get the value of deflection at C as 8.45 into 10 power of minus 3 meter or 8.45 mm.